Hello and welcome to Conversation Corner. You're speaking with Kunal. I'm your host, and the idea we're going to talk about today is why possibilities paralyze us. Now, in the normal course of events, as life proceeds, we're told it's very good to have choices because having choices lets you know what could possibly be the best option for you, and based on that information, you can take a very good decision. So, if you're presented with an option of buying, let's say, a piece of chewing gum, you would love to know who all sell these chewing gums and at what prices, so you can go ahead and make the best decision. In the same manner, when it comes to having choices to opening a bank account, it's good to know which bank offers what interest rate and what are their terms and conditions. So, in the daily course of life, it's very good to have choices so that you can make the best decisions. But sometimes there's a problem with that. Sometimes the problem with choices is they're too abundant, and when choices are too abundant, you are overloaded with information. This is what happens when you have too many choices. You start evaluating them, and instead of making a decision and instead of zeroing on one particular choice, you keep thinking, okay, now if I were to choose this, what would happen with the rest? Okay, then I go to option number two. Now, if I take this option as my choice, what are the consequences? So your mind now is literally torn apart by what to do. There are so many options you can take, and you simply don't know what the best choice is. So, what do? You say you're doing research. Now, when you're doing research, what you're essentially doing, if you're going to be really honest with yourself, is you're just trying to waste time, right? You have a thought process in your mind that if I choose this option, I'm possibly losing out on something because the other option might be better. Here's the truth, you really don't know what the best option is. All that you can do is choose something, execute it, and then wait for the results to come back in. This is how real life works. Not everything is scripted, and there isn't really a clean path to where you want to go. So sometimes you will make choices which, in hindsight, will seem pretty stupid or pretty unproductive. But with the information you had at that point in time, it was a fair decision. So next time you want to make a decision when you have many choices, give a cursory glance, then choose one and stick to that. Go ahead with it and do it to the best of your abilities, and forget about what the other choice or what the other option was. This is just going to play tricks on your mind, and you're always going to be told by your mind, hey, you could have chosen that, or how about we go with this. Now, this is called exactly what some people say is the I don't know what that precise syndrome is. Yeah, it's called the golden object syndrome. So every time you see something new and attractive, you want to go towards that, and you want to abandon the correct current project you're doing, right? When you undertake something new, it takes a lot of time to become successful. So even though you're in the process of doing something that will contribute something long term, since the results are not immediate, you think you're doing something wrong, and you quickly jump ship and try some new project, some new idea that is very popular in that particular point in time. And people jump ship quite often, and they do that time and time again and get nowhere. And you don't really want to be a part of this audience. So when you have to make choices, choose one thing, and once you choose that one thing, execute it really well, and then wait for feedback and then improve. This is the only way you can stay sane when you are presented with a multitude of choices. I am being serious. This is the only way. Yes, there is going to be regret. There is going to be that nagging feeling in your mind that says maybe you could have chosen better. But really, you cannot see the future. You can only do what you can in this present moment. So choose one thing, stick with it, and let's see how things go for you.